Well, hello, everybody. This is Chris Ball, also known as Prezito Dog, and welcome to GT Champions and HyPrix Midweek Madness. It's been a minute before we got here to do one of these, because during the World Cup we're doing them only every other week. And it was a really close call whether I was going to get this one done or not. Work took me out of town for a bit, but I got back in time, so all is good in the hood. We're doing something. Well, it is madness for a reason. Doing a little something strange. We're throwing the Tundra and the Raptor out on Daytona ovals. Maxed out the horsepower at 700. Got the minimum weight down to 4,200. Max PP level at 660, but no engine swaps. But it's full tuning, so these guys need to figure out how to get their transmissions just right to get the most power out of the trucks. And believe you me, just watching practice, I see some people have gotten a few extra miles an hour out of their trucks alone on the track than some others. So some people have been tweaking and twisting and turning their trucks, trying to get it figured out. Got 9 drivers in the lobby right now. But before we go any further, we need to make sure to talk about HyPrix. Guys, I talk about them all the time. I tell them how great it is to work with them, but I never can say enough. Working with HyPrix has probably been one of the highlights of my professional career. It's always been nice to work with somebody who has the same passion about what I'm doing as I do. So that's HyPrix. Go check them out, hyprix.com.mx. Go check out all their stuff. They got a race team. They do racing and iRacing, Gran Turismo. They have all the graphics and stuff that they do. There's just a great group. So go check them out. It's all good. Of course, last weekend, we took that GT4 Lamborghini Huracan to Interlagos. Now, I checked. And no, it was not a coincidence. No, it was a coincidence that we were racing the Lamborghini GT4 on the very same track that Formula One was racing this last weekend, too. It was not planned at all. It just happened to be that way. So it was really fun for me to be watching the race and then watching the other race. So it was pretty good. Good weekend overall for me for racing and having a good time. So that was World Cup. Round 1 is over. This next week we'll be at Autopolis in the Hyundai Genesis Group 3. So, yeah, that one's going to kill the tires, and people are going to have to do a lot of work to get that done right. That is for sure. Also, earlier this week on Monday, while I was out of town on a project, I was able to actually jump onto the internet, and we did the very final round of the iRacing BMRL A-Truck Series race, the final at Homestead. It was the final 4 trucks. This was the final one of the final 4 trucks that you see on the screen here. Unfortunately, he did not win the race. The one that won the race was Kevin Winker. It was a pretty awesome race. It was a lot of fun to watch. So get yourself situated, like and subscribe so you can see the next ones, because we're starting them in December. So we're going to see some more action here pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. Also, I don't have a graphic for you, but we will see. I just saw a truck lay sparks out. There's no way they got it low enough to lay sparks on the track. That's funny. The Gentleman's GP Challenge will be on Tuesday. I don't have the details, but you can find those details by going to our Discord. You can find that at the bottom of our homepage, gtchampions.com. There's a link down there to the Gran Turismo Discord and the iRacing Discord, if you so like. So it's good to have everyone around. Looks like everybody's about ready to go. I saw somebody was in here and they left, and I'm waiting for them to come back. It looks like Nico's having some problems getting in here, so we'll give him a chance to get his stuff together. This has been a busy week. Busy. And but we're getting stuff done. No World Cup race this weekend. It's an off week. So the Mazda MX-5 Cup is running, though. That's an invite-only one. We will be broadcasting. That's at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. It's only an hour race. And assuming I don't have any personal things that my wife has told me I'm supposed to be doing on Saturday at noon, I will be broadcasting it. If not, I won't be broadcasting it. I'll get a copy and do a rebroadcast later or something like that. So anyway, here we are. Let me see if Nico's coming back. I'm just going to talk to the drivers really quick. I wonder if we can just go on track and see. Let's go to the lobby. Why is my audio not coming on? Is it coming on? Hello, audio. Why aren't you working? Okay, here we go. All right, my Stream Deck isn't working quite right, but we can get here and at least we can check out some of the trucks as they're flying around the track. We got, let's see, Riser's in a Pennzoil. It's got the big, tall 24-inch tire rims on the thing. That looks awesome. These guys are Whoa, they are trying to slipstream here. And, ooh, it looks like, who is that in the yellow truck? Is that Grumman? No, Grumman's not in the yellow truck. I think Brody Lightning, yeah. Bach 84 is a little bit laggy, but there they go, racing on the ovals. So Riser's leading him there. There's Grumman in his number 7 truck. This should be pretty interesting. Let's see, Raptor, Tundra. Let's see who else we got. Those are the 3 Raptors. There's another that looks like a Raptor to me. Another Raptor. Everyone's in the Raptor. There's another one. So yeah, it looks like everyone is in the Raptor except for one person, but that's okay. I did some testing to try to get these trucks about the same, and I could get the Tundra with the proper tuning. I can get the Tundra to outperform the Raptor. So maybe, just maybe, I found the magic piece. All right, let's get this thing going. I guess we're not going to see Nico's back. Oh, there he is. Okay. Let me get him to check in so he can be a part of this. Please. And then we're going to start this qualifier. So we'll have 9 drivers. They will have to, obviously they're not going to pit during the qualifier, but you got 5 minutes, which will give them about 5 laps. 4 hot laps, really. Then during the race, they will have probably 2 pit stops to make during the 25 minutes. I'm sorry, 1 pit stop during the 25 minutes. They have to run the soft tire. So let's see how it goes. All right, let's get all our stuff up here. Let's see who gets out of the pits first. And it looks like it's going to be Riser. Now, what'll be interesting is I turned off the pit lane exit penalty because for some dumb reason, no matter where you come out on this track, it just gives you a penalty anyway. All right, so Tuck comes out in the 2nd on the track. So this should be interesting because if people stay close enough to each other, some may get some... Wow, that is a very soft suspension on that truck. It's bouncing all over the place. These drivers will be able to get some slipstream. So it looks like they're pretty spread out, which is good. Riding up high, trying to keep those miles per hour up. Or for our British friends, the KPH up. So he comes across the line, and now he's going to set the first lap time here. So his first hot lap here in the Raptor. I love how they got the lights on. I kind of did the night race because I wanted to see the lights on the trucks. I'll be honest, I tried to figure out, like, I wanted to put a wing or or arrow on these things. It just doesn't exist. I think they specifically designed these trucks to be the off-road dirt trucks, not doing what we're doing with them right now. So Teasbap's getting a great tow. Look at that. He's getting a great tow. He's going to go flying underneath. Look at that. What truck is that? That's the Tundra. That's the only one out here. So I think he may have found the secret, like I found the secret. It's not a secret per se, right? But it is. He's going to have a way better time, I bet, because he's got, yeah, he had that slip. So he planned that one just right. So Teasbap up on top. Grammon, who's in the slip behind Teasbap. Oh, I guess I have to say draft, since we're at Daytona and we're oval racing, right, in trucks. We don't really have Craftsman trucks we get to race legitimately. So this is as close as we're going to get to the trucks. Grammon in second, Fry up into third. So still 1.7 seconds behind Teasbap. Teasbap has got that thing dialed in. I figured out that you can sacrifice on both trucks. You can sacrifice some PP level for some speed. And if the drivers, basically, this is the, JNav gets up to, or not JNav, hold on. There we go. Might as well give them what we can. Oh, sparks are flying. We'll see that the some of the drivers, the way these trucks were set up is going by everything. Dude, I love that paint job. That looks awesome. You buy every single high performance part you can possibly get your hands on for the truck, and then put all of it on there, and then you have to reduce your PP level because it's gonna be way too high, and you got to get rid of some stuff, and we'll be able to tell by their top speed who got rid of what. Also, getting that transmission just right. So one of the things I've learned, I mean, I'm not great at this by any means, but one of the things I've learned is that, look at all the sparks flying. Who is that? Who is it riding the wall like that? I don't know who it was, but anyway, it looked awesome. Nav's up to second. Grammon in third. Tuck's dropped down to fourth. Side-by-side racing in the qualifier. Now look at this, down low. You could do it. You can do it. But now look at that. Nav's going to tuck in and get that slip all the way to the start-finish line and pull out. Oh, he's not pulling out. He's pushing. He's pushing. He's pushing. He's trying to get through there. It's almost like a race. Oh, no! Oh, gosh. What a mess. Oh. Okay, I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny. Sorry, I gotta look away. Don't back up into the track. Ah! Jeez Louise, guys. Oh, my goodness. Okay, final lap for most everybody. That was crazy. Fry on a personal best. I didn't catch a look at it, so I guess we'll have to wait till right about here. He's not up by much. Yeah, he doesn't have any slipstream friends, and that counts for something. We don't have the ability to do but there's your pole sitter right there. Teasbap in his Daytona truck with the sunset and everything. Nav will be in second. Tuck will be in third. We'll see. It depends on if he can get any quicker. He's going to have to go a lot quicker to get that second place spot. Here he comes to the line. It's a little bit wide. Cut it down. Get down on that yellow. You ain't going that fast. Oh, he crashed. That's right. Never mind. 30 seconds. All right, now, Nav, if you're listening, get out of the pits and go around this track. Now we got to wait for you. I keep telling him that, and he keeps on just sitting in the pits, and we have to wait for the whole timer to expire before we can start the race. And Riser comes across. No time. There we go. All right. So we begin. Now, I got to do my due diligence. Get a picture of how this all laid out, just in case. Just in case I need to get it together. So we got 8 drivers, Eidolon's in there at the end of it. So we're going to go racing. I'm going to give them the whole good luck. Have a good race. Let's have a clean race. Want the trophy now or not? Oh, that's funny. All right, here we go. This should be fun. This should be a really interesting race. We're doing 2 of these, 25 minutes. There'll be another qualifier for the second one, so they'll learn some stuff in this first race, and hopefully they will apply that to the second race. All right, so Teasbap's going to lead them down the front. Now, that's fine for everybody else because everyone gets to slip. And remember, they still have to save fuel. They don't have to save fuel, but fuel's a thing. Tires are a thing. Oh, someone just hopped the line back there. Who was that? I think that was Bach, the new Bach 84 guy. Oh, if he gets out of that slipstream, it's going to be really hard to get back in there. But look at that jump Nav gets. So somebody's got their transmission set up to get the work done. Look at that. And Fry and Grammon both. And boom, into the straight into the pushing right there. There we go. But never count Teasbap out, that guy. All right, so now, look at that. Look at that. Fry is trying to push Nav to get away from these guys to break the slip. So he keeps pushing them, and there is Grammon in third. This is so much fun, guys. I can't tell you how fun it is to see these trucks out here doing this. I have been really curious to... Oh, man! Teasbap almost pushed Grammon around. What a close save. I don't think this is going to work like people think it's going to work. And, I mean, I haven't tested with a whole bunch of trucks on the track, so this is just a... No! Grammon gets turned around. Oh, he gets turned around. Was that Teasbap that turned him around? I think it did. Let's go back and see from the chase cam. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was... Oh, someone tapped him. Yes. Somebody tapped the Pennzoil truck. I think it was whoever's in that... is that Tuck? I think Tuck did. Oh, boy. I think Tuck tapped and pushed him around. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. Okay, so Nav is still up front. These boys have broken almost away from this draft. Probably have. I don't know. I imagine the amount of wind and air that's being pushed out of the way by these Z trucks is pretty enormous, if they even have that working. Look at that. Fry's just pushing Nav, and he's just going to go for it. Look at that gap. They've already built a second. Teasbap's sitting there. He's got Tuck right behind him, but Tuck's not pushing. Maybe he's a little nervous. He did accidentally and potentially cause an issue for somebody. Not intentionally. None of these guys are going to intentionally turn anybody. That's what I love about running with them all. But there is that other pack back there. Okay. Look back here. There's Nico. Nico's got Grammon and Eidolon right there. So these three may just get themselves back up there if they can work together. They should be able to get there. I totally even forgot Nico was in this race. I think he got stuck in the back somewhere, but there they go. If they can push each other, they can make that work. Boy, these two are moving along. They're keeping about a 1 second gap. And Fry is just pushing, trying to keep Nav going. And then there is Teasbap kind of all by himself and gaining on those guys or staying without about a second from them. I don't think he's gotten any of the draft from them because he's not. Wow, he just gained a whole. Oh no, never mind. I was looking backwards. So Teasbap going up high, trying to maybe save some tires and get a run down behind somebody. There he goes. He may now be trying to get behind Tuck and push him and maybe get up a little closer because the leaders are getting away. Almost 2 seconds now they are from from third place. So making it happen, these two up front. Man, I love racing the Craftsman trucks. And we raced Craftsman trucks in iRacing with the BMRL guys, right? We do their broadcasts for them. And it is so much fun. Oh my gosh, I wish we had those vehicles in this game because we would be doing this so much. We would be doing this so much. Tuck is falling behind. He's lost another couple tenths in the last lap. Somebody needs to push and push these guys along. I don't know if Teesbap is trying to push or not. I mean, somebody's trying to push him. The Riser is trying to push. Yeah, they're getting the 170s. He's giving them a little taps. He's trying to get them up there. But it looks like... Ooh. Oh, no! Oh, no. Teesbap turned him. He's not doing it on purpose, but he tried to push him through a corner. Do you know what doesn't work well in corners? Cars that are sideways. That's not a good thing. Now, will Nico be able to pick him up? Nico and Graham actually are by themselves. There is Eidolon and Tuck, both RWB guys. Maybe they'll get together. They're only 3 seconds apart. We'll see what happens. Does that say Viagra? That's awesome. Nav into pits with no fuel, and same with Fry. And Bach is coming in. Let's see. I'm curious what the fuel situation looks like with Riser and Teesbap. Yeah. I know what Teesbap's doing. That's insane. Okay. All right. So Teesbap is... Yeah. Folks, Teesbap's going to win the race. Unless he crashes, he's going to win the race. Actually, there's still 18 minutes. We've only gone 6 minutes. No, he'll have to pit once, that's for sure. I don't think he'll make the tires and fuel last that long. But Riser, your race leader in the number 22 Ford Raptor, he puts his blinker on and he's heading into the pits. He's going to get some fuel. And your new race leader is Teesbap. And who's that just came out of the pits? Was that Graham? No, hold on. Who's in front of Teesbap? Who is that up there? Oh, I think that's this guy. Yep, that's who it is. He's in 8th place. Graham is out in 2nd place right now. This is where it gets confusing. This is where it's going to get really different because there may be a lap difference between the cars, and I have to figure out how to keep track of it. Teesbap doing what Teesbap does. And who's that pushing who right there? Who did I just see? Someone was pushing someone. Was it right here? Was it Nav and Fry again? It is. These two working together. Looks like Fry is just content with being the support vehicle. But he's got to get caught up. And he's just not quite there. So one of the things I noticed is during the tuning is the difference between the Raptor and the Tundra was if you put a different supercharger on it. There's the low, medium, and high-end superchargers, right? Just like there are turbos for some cars. The superchargers. And if you get your transmission just right and you have the high-end supercharger or the medium supercharger, then you can save a significant amount of fuel because you're running in the mid RPMs instead of the higher RPMs, and you get plenty of speed. So here we go. He's catching up. He's getting all the way up to his bumper. Doesn't look like the slipstream is really... He is still flat-footing it all the way through this corner, and he's just not pulling up to him. It could have been more fun to change the slipstream to from real to something different, but hey, we'll see. All right, so Teesbap still leading. Graham was 2nd place, but he's in the pits now. Eidolon heading into his pit box. Oh, Graham is now just getting to his pit box. Okay. Just getting some fuel. Eidolon, where is he? He's got them giant. Look at the size of those tires. That's freaking awesome. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's good. All right, so Nav and Fry are going to come across the line and up into P2 and 3. Now, T-Spap's 47 seconds ahead, which is basically a lap. Actually, yeah, they're on the same lap right now. So T-Spap's just come across the line. He's on lap 11. These guys are on lap 10. So, but T-Spap still has to pit at some point in time. So we'll see what he does there. Nav and Fry have just been holding hands this whole race. And he's just pushing him along, trying to go as fast as he can. He's running about 170 miles an hour, Nav is, and then he loses the push. And Fry gets, let's see what Fry's max gets up to. I got the truck by itself up to 171 in the Raptor, and 170. Oh yeah, 171 in both. Really slowed down now. Look at that. Way down to 159. So something's going on there. That's weird. Maybe he's trying to save some fuel or just got a little bit out of whack. Bach 84. No idea who this bloke is, but it's good to have new people around. It was a last minute addition sent in, and so the friend request came in and I pushed accept. So there he is. He's even running the Midweek Madness decals. How nice. Thanks, Bach84. There is Riser running the Pennzoil, and look who's there. Look who's there. The leader is pushing him. That's the leader behind him in the only Tundra on the track. Everyone else is driving the Raptor. So very interesting to see. And if you look closely, there's a major difference between the Raptor and the Tundra that you would think would be not a good plan. But the Tundra is way longer than the Raptor, and it has two rear doors, like full doors, because it's a quad cab, not just the half door. So he's going to be pitting right about now. T-Spap, I think, at the end of this lap. But so it's just interesting, like that truck, he's got it dialed in where it can just really sit there, save the fuel. But look how much longer it is. If you put them side by side, it's like 8 or 9 inches longer than the Raptor. Are we going to see the leader come in? Yep, there he goes. Into this pit box at 160 miles an hour. Nav comes across the line into lap 13. He's got to go all the way around before he can get this lead back. T-Spap's got to get all the way to his pit box still. Oh, somebody went around. Who was that? Oh no, Graham went around. Let's go see what happened there. Did he have help? Yep, he sure did. Oh my gosh, that's like the third time he's got turned around. Let's go back and watch that again. Really quick. Let's watch from... Oh my goodness. That was an unfortunate move, like Nico. I don't know if Nico was trying to help or what, but it didn't help him very well. All right, where is T-Spap? Finally coming out of the pits, and the whole field just passed him by. So Nav is up in first. Fry is way back from him. They are no longer helping each other. And I think Fry got to the point where he needs to be on his own. There's Bach 84 in third. He'll be pitting soon. I don't think he's pit yet, so he's going to run out of gas if he doesn't. Riser in fourth. He's going to go up high. Oh, Bach. Oh, Bach is all over the place. Ooh, that's dangerously... Oh. All right, a bunch of guys just dove into the pits. Everyone's in the pits. Okay, T-Spap's going to come. What the heck? Why is Nav back into the pits? I thought he already pit once. Now
he's back in again. Okay. So T-Bap's coming across. He's on lap 15, and he's going to take the lead. There's Riser into his pit box. Time to get some tires, I guess. T-Bap back out on the track with more than half of the race finished, and he's not going to have to stop again. So, wow. Okay, Tuck, he is out looking a solid second so far. Graham in third. I think these guys are going to be able to make it the rest of the way. Eidolon is going to come through in fourth. Who's that just came out of the pits? Fry. Okay, so Fry in fifth. Interesting. Some people were doing some practicing, and some people were not. I feel for Graham, though. He got turned 2 or 3 times in this race. That's not fair. Y'all need to be more careful and not pushing people through corners. And if the person is lagging in front of you, by all means, stay away from them. Ugh. That's sad. Twice he got turned. What was it? Oh, no, it was Tuck. I'm sorry, Tuck got turned. And look, he's up in second place now. Look at that. He got turned, and he's made his way back to second place. Will he be able to make it the whole rest of the way? I don't think so. But we'll see how it goes. I'm not sure Graham will either, but we'll see what these guys can pull out. They've only got to do 9.5 minutes. They'll learn what they need to learn, and then they will do this again for 25 minutes. And hopefully, the 2 that got turned will have a much better... That is some wackadoo suspension on that truck. Look at it bounce. Is it doing that it must be just the lag. Okay, I'm going to watch him going into this corner just real quick and see what Eidolon's truck is doing, because that was some bumpy bumps. Yeah, his suspension is a wreck. That is not going to be helpful to drive like that. Eidolon, when you get done, you're going to need to tighten that stuff up a bit. Maybe throw some your roll bars up to 10 on both sides, and that should help out. Some of that could be lag, but that just looked funny. Fry and Nav. Oh, this is different. Now look who's pushing who. Look at that. Look at all those sparks flying from that car bouncing up and down. He's got that suspension so soft on that truck. And you know what I did with my tuning on the truck? I set my roll bars to 10 and 10. That's it. I didn't touch another darn thing on the suspension. I mean, you could adjust the toe, and you can do some things like to help it turn. But these cars aren't going fast, or these trucks aren't going fast enough that you really have to worry about that. Now, if you're really concerned about tire wear and stuff, maybe you could set your suspension a little bit different to kind of help with that, make the tires a little flatter in the corners. But at the same time, what's going to happen here? Okay. Yeah, so I just stock truck, stock diff. All I did is adjust the transmission. So all right, into lap 19 goes T-Bap. Where is wow, he is only about a quarter of the way of the track behind these guys, which are second, third, and where's fourth? Right there. So there's second, third, and fourth right now. So that's a 3-way battle for the 2 positions. I don't think Eidolon is going to be around for that. His truck is just not performing in the corners. Eidolon, talk to the other guys, man. Talk to Fry. He'll get you set up with the tune, because his stuff is working. So, and you guys are in the same truck. I don't know if you're listening to me. I know Fry is. Needs some hip hop, HyPrix. I don't have it. I don't have that part of my life. We're just going to keep an eye back here. This is second and third. At some point, someone's going to make a move there. We'll see how that works. Teasbap is in the same corner. No, he's not. He's on the back straight. These guys are in turns 3, now 4. So they have got to keep going. If they don't have to pit, then they should be okay. Oh, in goes Eidolon into his pit box. Bach and Reiser in 4th and 5th, all by themselves on the track. No, they're not. Oh my gosh, I did not even see this. Look at this. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. They are all together. Let's go. Okay, let's hope they can keep this together for 5 more minutes, because this could get really fun. Look at that. Those two in the front are just creating a huge hole, and look at Reiser just flying up behind him. Why does that truck look so much smaller than the other Raptors? I don't understand. Maybe it's just the wheels, perhaps, but I mean, it's the same truck. But look at that. There we have it, folks. Fry is in 2nd, leading this pack. And Reiser on the outside of Mav, looking for that 3rd place spot, and gets it. Dives in front. Nav is just falling backwards. I guess he just wants to sit in there, maybe save some gas. Oh, look, there's the battle for 2nd. Reiser around the outside. He's got the high end, and he's got the speed. And there he goes. Up into the front. Tuck needs to tuck. Fry needs to tuck in there. Wow, these guys are flying past him. Some people have their trucks figured out. I mean, I'm looking at Reiser. He's 164. Fry is 156 in this corner. So, some transmission work. I think some transmission work needs to be looked at. Now, granted, this is happening. Reiser's in the pits. Bach, maybe he'll make it the rest of the way. Teasbap's good to go. He's just, remember this guy? That's the guy that was leading the race. So Teasbap up into 1st. Still in 1st for a long ways. Opposite end of the track from Bach 84, who's in 2nd. He might be able to keep this together if he can get the fuel to last another 4 laps. I think he's going to be okay. The other back stretch are only 3 laps plus the rest of this lap to get through. I think Fry and Nav are poised for that. I think Bach 84 may run out of fuel, and by the end, he might have to pit. So we'll see how that goes, in which case Fry and Nav will be battling for that 2nd spot. They're getting just a little bit of draft off of Bach 84's truck. Maybe it's enough to help them save some fuel, but my, oh my, they are not as fast. That is for sure. At least not as fast as the other ones. Well, where's Reiser at? He's coming across the start-finish line. I think that's the leader that's coming up behind them soon. There's Reiser, Gramman, Tuck. They're all right there. Eidolon is coming across into the tri-oval now in 8th, and Nico is in 9th, and the leader is right in front of him, roughly. Now he's just showing off because he can. What is he doing? Well, you know, if you're bored, you can just skip the race and let the other guys win. Bach 84 in with 1 liter of fuel left. That means these two are battling for the, well, they're both on the podium thus far, but who's going to be in front of who in the next couple laps? 1 minute and 45 left to go. They're running about 56-second lap times. So we're looking at 1 more lap after this. No, 2 more laps. I don't know if they'll come across the line before that. And then we have this little battle back here. Reiser, Gramman, and Tuck all right there. This is a battle for 4th position. And the one who's going to have the biggest advantage probably is Reiser because he went in and got fuel. Graham is looking okay. There's the leader in front of them. Graham's getting some kind of a draft because he's purple now, going really quick. So this is a whole mixture of lapped people here. I don't even know what's happening here. This is the final lap for the race leader, Teasbap, who's in the middle of this little crew. And he's going to be going around one last time, and he'll take the checkered flag. But where are these guys? Fry and Nav are duking it out. I think they're going to have to go one more lap. Yeah, they're going to come across the line and have one more lap to do. So I'm interested to see what's happening here. They've got lap traffic coming up. Is Fry going to have enough fuel? Is Nav going to have enough fuel? These two guys, their fuel lights are on. I really don't think Fry's going to make it. He's going to be mad. I don't know if he's going to make it all the way around. But he's got second place if he can just hold it together. Okay, Teasbap comes across the line now and takes the win. There he goes. Show off. Into the pits. Nav moves up into second place because Fry, folks, ran out of fuel. So there's a second place if anybody, or third place if anybody wants it. But I think everybody else has already finished the race. Actually, Bach is coming across now. He's going to finish in 7th and Eidolon in 8th. Nav is going to come across and grab the second place. This is a learning experience for all these drivers. They're going to get a chance to do this again. Meanwhile, Fry, he secured the podium spot because everybody else was on the wrong lap. Congratulations, Nav. Good job. And Fry just is going 50 miles an hour, which is crazy slow. So we're going to stare at the leader in the only Toyota Tundra on the track and wins by 39 seconds. What? Yes. He one-stopped that. If that's not a hint or a clue to the rest of you, now you know. Get that transmission right. Here he comes. The flagger's like, my arm's tired, man. Get through here already. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. E-brake slide, go. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so there. That was fun. So, Teasbap in his plain Jane livery suit takes the first victory and the pole position. All right, so there we go. Though, look at that lap time Nav did a 52.692. That's pretty dang quick, and that's getting that slipstream. But he still finished 39 seconds from the leader, and then even further back was Fry on the lead lap by minute 24 because he ran out of gas. You silly dude! What'd you do that for? All right. Let me save that replay because that is some stuff, and let me have them. I'm going to give them each 2 minutes to tune or do whatever they need to do to get on there. Julie Navarro says, "Great planning, Nav." Yes, Nav did do a good job planning that one out. He had a rough start to the World Cup race, so I'm sure it was feeling good to get that second one under his belt because that was a load of work on Saturday. So now it's just nice, relaxing sprint races. It's the aerodynamic wheels. He does not have aerodynamic wheels. Maybe. I think he's messing around. Oh my gosh, that was some fun stuff. Now let's hope they have fun. Let's see. I need to find while we're waiting on them. Don't forget to check out HyPrix, hypri.com.mx. You need them. You want them, even if you don't know that. And did you know he does like lots of cool stuff, like not just like little banners and stuff. So, yeah, you should check him out. Super helpful people. And yeah, this is the race I was talking about with Nav. I forget where he finished on Saturday. But yeah, there was some bumpy drives going on during the race this weekend. So they had a good time though. I know they had a good time. All right, let's see. Let me type something out to the folks here. Okay. That was fun. Now what I wonder is, what are they going to do now? The bar has been set, right? Teasbap set the bar as to it's a 1-lap race. Now what are the people going to do, right? Now they got to figure out how are they going to make this work? What are they going to do to change things up a bit? So, looks like everybody's ready to go. Because I'm about to start this race again. Oh, let's get you back to where you can see the lobby, because that's probably what you want to see, right? We're going to do some racing. Anyway, just in case you wanted to see it one more time while we wait. That was your finishing order in the last race. And see that first truck in the TRD Pro? I mean, it's an 8-year newer truck, but it still whomped all these people. And it's because he figured out the fuel situation. So, oh, I gotta hold on. Okay, something's. Yes, we're gonna do qualifying again because I want to. So, there we go. All right. It's time to qualify the cars and the trucks. We're going to give them one more shot at getting the grid right. Because I forgot to change the name of the lobby. I'm a dum-dum. It says GT Vision Quest up at the top. This is not. This is NASCAR trucks. Who's going out first? Probably going to be Riser. He's closest in the front. Oh, no, it's not. It's going to be Fry. Fry gets out first. Fry wasn't really surprised you were going to run out of gas. I saw it coming, but I didn't want to ruin it for the viewers. And I didn't want to give anything away just in case you had something going on. Yeah, plane taxiing in the background. Okay, I gotta look now and see what is on this truck. Got Tom's Cowboy Hey Dude Ranch. Is there something I'm missing? I guess there is. There's always something I'm missing. I'm old. I'm told that I'm missing things all the time. We should do a quick look around at the liveries. Look at that. Tuck sporting the GT Champions HyPrix and RWB logos. Thank you, sir. Very nice. And the MWM number logo. I like it. I like it. And GTChampions.com. I like that too. Nav is in his... this is just about as... this is the most American truck that you'll ever see. America! Heck yeah! Do 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 do. Anyway, is there anything not on that truck that is that a big fat guy laying back? Shake and bake! And then Riser's in the Joey Logano tribute livery. You know what? That's why it looks so much smaller. It's just because it's got the black edges and the bumpers. And it makes it just look a little bit more A little bit more smaller? That's not even a thing, Chris. Come on. And there's Graham with his patented... Well, it's not patented, but he's always got something to do with The Simpsons on the duff. He's always got something with Simpsons on there. He must like The Simpsons. So there is his truck right there. Who's next? There's Bach84 from Australia. Running a very simple livery. A few scratches on the front, so he's already had some contact somewhere. Where's Eidolon in the Viagra truck? Hopefully he stiffened up. Nope. I was hoping he stiffened up his suspension a little bit. Maybe he needs to put some Viagra in his shocks. Okay, quick, run away. And there is Nico in his Hoonigan tribute livery for the man, the myth, and also the legend. He's actually not a myth, man. Anyway, okay, so they are on their third lap now. Everybody is. I think everybody saw what Teasbap did and is figuring out a way to how are they gonna make it one stop, because all of them did two stops. Right? And that's because they were winding that thing out. In qualifying, it doesn't matter. You can wind it all the way out and get all the speed out of that truck that you can. Could you imagine if they did this for real? Like, let's put these trucks out on the tracks. There's no way they'd let them do it. It's too unsafe. Oh, I don't know if it's too unsafe, but, like, look at that suspension work. Now, let's watch. Oh, Eidolon's in the pits. I was going to watch Eidolon and start, dancing with his truck. I think people just thought, Raptor, fast truck. People forget that the Tundra's got some oomph in it. It's got a gigantic motor. And the pushing and everything with Fry and Tuck is just not making it work. Teasbap's still a second faster, and he's pretty much by himself. There's Riser. That's a pretty good livery, bro. I'm not a giant fan of Logano, but I don't not like the guy. I don't even know the guy. Let's be clear, right? I don't know any of those drivers. All right, so Teasbap, Tuck, Fry, Riser sitting up top. Ken Nav, he's on the nope. He's a 10th behind already. But this doesn't always translate into how the race turns out, because these guys are revving these trucks all the way out. The rest of it's going to come to fuel mileage, and he does not do any better. So that was the end of that. And here come the last two, Graham and Bach. And Bach does do better, but not better enough. Not betterer. So there is your pole sitter right there, Tuck, and the truck up in the back there. That is your second place. Fry right there is your third place. So he starts on the second row, right alongside Riser in that yellow Pennzoil. So they will be on rows 1 and they will be on row 2, and then row 3 is going to have Nav and Graham right there. They will be on row 3. So this should be good. This should be great. All right, let's take a look at these results. Let's get them locked in, Chris. Get them locked in. There we go. All right. Let's race. Here we go. All right. Let's see if anybody learned their lessons. Or does everybody in the Raptor just say, screw the lessons, Teasbap's going to win. We're all fighting for second place. I don't know. What are they? I don't know what they're thinking. We're going to find out, though. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Nobody false start again in the back. Everyone's flashing their lights. It's now about 1 o'clock in the morning in Florida on the track. And there we go. Oh, no, not everybody gets away good. Bach gets a little stuck back there, and whoever's behind him got stuck with him. And here goes everybody. Now, look at that. Look at that. Fry goes right into push mode. He's like, screw this. I'm going to stay right to this guy's bar. I'm going to be glued to him all the way through this race. That's smart. Like, you'll save some fuel if you stay behind him because, you know, he's going to save fuel. But already he breaks away, and he's into the slip now of Riser. Yeah, he's gonna make these guys are gonna have to work for it. Riser's probably like, no, don't make me go faster. It burns more fuel. Come on, camera, go back to Riser. There we go. Riser's leading the race. Teasbap, Fry, and Nav following right behind. There's a nice long train of cars now. Trucks, Chris, trucks. Ooh, ooh, that was scary. That looked like he was gonna get turned. Teasbap, P2, Fry, P3, Nav, P4, Tuck, P5. Grumman's right there, too, in 6th. Hopefully Tuck and Grumman don't get turned around this time around. People are a little bit more careful. Bach, Nico, and Eidolon. Eidolon, that truck is... I don't know if it's lag or if that truck is just not set up at all. All right, let's see. Look at, doesn't this look a little bit more organized now? These guys, they need to stay in a row so they can make use of the draft. Easier said than done. This is gonna make this is gonna make for some good video footage for later. Oh my goodness, folks. Oh, I didn't want to let the cat out of the bag. I won't let the cat completely out of the bag. Maybe like one of the paws. But we are working with a music producer / creator for music for GT Champions. And I'm so excited. Me and Pixteca have been listening to it. And we're going to be using some of it for video intros and stuff like that. Guys, I'm so excited. I can't wait till it's out. And that's all I can say. I can't say anymore. I can't say who it is. I can't say, you know, what the details are. But it's going to be good stuff. Look at these 4. They've pulled away. Look, they've pulled away and left Tuck bye-bye. Now, what I want to look at is the fuel situation on these guys. Oh, my gosh, it's such a different thing. Riser needs to just get out of the front and like let these guys go by because he is burning so much fuel with his foot to the floor, and these guys are just enjoying the draft. But man, Riser's using way more fuel than these guys behind him. Ugh. It's time to trade places, buddy. You need to trade places. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm going to will it over the internet waves to you to move over and let somebody else push. And then follow them, save some fuel. I might suggest that the guy behind you, he's pretty good at saving fuel. You can follow him for a bit. Yeah, I think the challenge is Riser's got his transmission all a mess. Because he is pretty well 3/4 of the way up his rev limiter, and he's not going any faster. Teasbap, I can barely even see his meter. It's like if it's coming on, it's not coming on that often. And the guys behind are a little less than half. So Riser burning a lot more fuel than the guys behind him, unfortunately. But he is leading a race, so that's all fun, right? And look at that. Teasbap's been pushing him, and they've built themselves a 1.5 second gap. So T-Spap doing what T-Spap does. Now T-Spap's fuel situation, not a lot better now than the guys behind him. They learned their lesson, and they are coming at this a little bit differently now. And so T-Spap is not just going to get to walk away with a 39-second lead because of the fuel. There is Tuck in 5th. He's caught up to these guys in front. If he can get close enough, he can just sit there. Now what's interesting is Fry sitting in front of Nav is burning more fuel, because that's what you do when you're the guy pushing all the air out of the way. So Fry at some point is going to want to switch places. The problem is if he moves out of the way, he'll have to get right back in there behind Tuck and not lose them, so he can enjoy some fuel saving. But they lost the front 2 cars, and now that's become a big problem for Fry, because now he's 3 seconds back. He's saving fuel, that's great, but he's not saving enough. All right, Riser is pulled away from T-Spap by nearly a second, but he's going to have to pit probably at the end of this lap. Maybe the next one. T-Spap's, forget it. You know how that's going to work out. All right, now Fry and Nav and Tuck nose to tail on the track. Nav finds himself in an RWB sandwich out on track. And now Tuck is going to try to push him a little bit, get himself back up to Fry. It's a good place to be. These guys really keeping it together. This should be interesting. I'm looking at the fuel situation of these guys. All 3 of them are so different. And it's insane the amount of fuel that is burning with these guys being on the track all by themselves and not being in the draft. Fry is really different on the fuel from Nav. Hey, Julie, you should tell him to stay where he is. Oh, Tuck dives in with 5% fuel left. Which one of these two, Fry or Nav, is going to pit next? Or will they? Or will T-Spap? We won't see him. He'll pit about halfway through the race, guys. That's just how that dude is. He's figured it out. But look, he slowed down a lot. I think he slowed down to save fuel. And look, he's letting these guys come up to him. Interesting. So T-Spap just laying back. I think he feels like, all right, I need to get to the halfway mark. I got to get to 12 and a half minutes or 12 minutes. He's like, I got to get to 12 minutes so I can one-stop this. And I'm sure Fry was hoping for that, and Nav was hoping for that. That is not going to work out for those 2 guys. They're going to have to either do something drastically different, or they're going to have to make this a 2-stop race. So instead of pushing the leader, they should just go around him. They need all the extra seconds they can get. So 1, 2, 3 under a blanket in turn 3. And one of them is going to be pitting. Who might you ask of these 3 might be pitting? I'll let you decide when they get to the pit lane. And there you go. So Fry falls victim to the fuel game. Nav, however, has learned his lesson. He learned his lesson. And this is not going to be one for T-Spap to walk away with. We should see a much closer battle coming up here T-Bap up to the lap traffic. He said in the chat in the game that it's the wheels. The wheels. Let's see. What's the deal with the wheels? He said they're ugly, but they're aerodynamic. I suppose. I guess. Nav's around one of the back markers. He's got one more to go. That is the most red, white, and blue. I love that nav. That's awesome. Riser's in third, 46 seconds away. That's how far back he is, and he's not going to catch the two guys in the front. It's just not in the cards tonight. Not with the way that he's had to spend his fuel. But most of that is because he has to rev his engine out. He just has his setup is wrong. Is all that it is. Because the fastest he can go is like 162. While that's quick and whatnot, T-Bap is doing that as well, and he's driving in 6th gear with 0 RPMs on the meter, right? So he's saving tons of fuel. Nav into the pits. Riser is down out of turn 2. Will probably come out around the same time Nav does, is my guess. T-Bap still has a couple laps he can do. He's just going to make it to the midway point. This was meant to be kind of a sprint-ish race where everyone's on the same tire, that the tires will last. I mean, it's an oval. They turn 3 times a lap. Well, 2 real good turns, 1 turn. So it was mostly just to be fun racing trucks. We will be planning, well, I mean, I haven't talked to anybody about it and I haven't mentioned it, but they have the new track out with the snow on it, and I think that would be fun to do a snow race for Midweek Madness. I got to talk to Pix, and we'll get something put together for Midweek Madness if we can, and do a snow race. That could be a lot of fun. I have not even looked at that track. Like, I haven't been, since the release came out, I've been so busy, I haven't even had a chance to look. Riser is your number 2 driver on track right now. He will have to pit again. He will not make it the rest of the race. So he'll have to pit one more time. He's completely by himself on the track. He is coming out into the tri-oval now, and everybody else, I mean everybody, is on the back straight. Fry is in third, 13 seconds from Riser. He is Riser and T-Bap are on lap 14, and Fry is on lap 13, so he's a full lap behind. But at some point, like right now, T-Bap has to pit. So Riser, when he comes across, should be the race leader. Fry and Tuck, and where's Nav? He's a little bit far back. Well, Nico still has to pit yet. Tuck, not gonna make it the rest of the way. Fry, I don't know what's gonna happen there. But anyway, let's see. T-Bap in there getting the fuel, filling it up. He took tires too. Might as well. Here comes Riser. He'll come across and assume the race lead. There he goes. T-Bap still getting fuel. Look at those rims. That is so awesome. Riser, your race leader, once again, as he was at the beginning of the race, is now your race leader again. T-Bap pitting out now. He's going to be pitting out right in front of Nico. So there goes Nico. And they're going to come flying past T-Bap at some point. Where is T-Bap? He's right there. He's not all the way up to speed, but he's getting there. Nico is going to catch and latch on to him if he can. Except Nico will be pitting at the end of this lap. There is Fry, and there's Tuck. Tuck coming in really hot. Bam! Gets a big old push. Teammates just... Oh, I almost said that all the wrong way. Riser pits out of first. Teasbap will come across the next time around and be our race leader. Where is he? There he is. As he crosses the line, he will assume the race lead once again. And Fry should come across into P2. Tuck is in P3. The RWB team up in the podium places. Although Tuck will be pitting again. All these guys, everybody but Teasbap is going to have to pit again. I'm certain of it. Let's see. Does anybody else think they can make it? Not. No. No. Okay. Maybe a couple of those guys, as I scrolled through, maybe a couple of those guys can go the rest of the way, but I don't see that being a thing. Look how close these guys are. They're only 3 seconds away. You know, I try to find ways to get the races to be really close, and no matter what I do, Teasbap finds the golden egg in the in whatever it is that we're doing, and he ends up finding a way to just beat everybody. I don't know why. I don't know how he does it. Out is Bach in P4. Nav is not far behind him. Not in the draft, but Nav back out on track in P5. And there is Grammon in P6. P7 is Riser all by himself. With the way he's driving, he's gonna have to pit another time, I'm sure, before the race is over. There's only what here if I it's but 9.5 minutes. No, 8.5 minutes. That's about 8 laps or so. So I don't know what these guys are running, but we'll see if they can do that. I'm just going to do this really quick because that will bring up the timer there in the top middle of your screen. That shows us how many minutes are left. 8 minutes flat are left in the race. Gone 17 minutes in. Teasbap sitting in first. Fry and Tuck sitting in second and third. Very nice. And look who's that right behind him. That is not. That is. Oh, that's Nico. Nico is a lap down from these guys. There he is up top. He's going to come around the front, and maybe these guys will try to tuck in, get some slipstream from him. Some draft. I got to say it right. Draft. Tuck is doing his job just right. He's following in Fry's footsteps. He will have to pit here soon because he's almost out of fuel. So Fry's going to lose his drafting partner. Fry is only 4.5 seconds behind Teasbap, which is very interesting because when I look at their fuel situation. Now, every time I think Fry's got the fuel situation figured out, he runs the freaking truck out of gas. So I don't even know what he's gonna do. I know he's probably just got dreams of Mazda MX-5 in his brain because he is running that test series for us on Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. So, like I said earlier, if time's permitting, I will be broadcasting that race. All right, so who's going to take over third spot? I know. This truck looks familiar. He's 13 seconds from Fry, but he is out on the track, and I think Nav's going to be able to make it the whole rest of the way. I mean, if Fry found some way to save some fuel, he could too. But he could see the leader up there too, and he's probably like, "Oh, I really want to see the leader." Being on the podium is fun and all. I bet every one of these guys are just sitting back. They probably just put a cinder block on the gas pedal, then got their legs all folded up nice and cozy and like a little snuggly, what do they call that blanket that you wrap yourself up in? The snuggler? I forget what it is. It's a funny thing from our childhood from us older guys. But they're probably wrapped up in a blanket, got one hand on the steering wheel, a cinder block or something heavy on the gas pedal, and just kicking back and then turning the wheel every little bit. It doesn't take a lot to turn these trucks around the track. So yeah. This is going to be close. I hope Fry's got about 5 laps of fuel left in his car. If he does, he's good. If he doesn't, he's in trouble. He's got an 11-second buffer. He could probably just throw that thing into map 6 or something and save some fuel, let Nav catch up to a bit, but I don't know. I mean, if you don't know, you don't know, right? So we'll have to figure that one out. Nav, lucky dog. He's got a drafting partner. So he gets to follow behind. That looks like it's Grammon. That's the 8th place truck. But this is great. Get that sucker into 6th gear and just sit behind that truck. No, don't turn him around. He's already been turned around once this race. He doesn't need that again. Nice and easy. Nice, easy inputs. That'll save tires and keep your speed up. Look at that. He's not gaining anything. He must have his turbo. He must have the high-end turbocharger, and it's not really getting him any good because he's down in the low RPMs. Interesting. What I have noticed is the trucks that are going faster are running in 6th gear with very low RPMs. So that's something to be learned. I mean, these things aren't really designed to be driven like this. Here he goes, a big old push, bam! T-Spap just slams in the back of him. Go faster! Fry has given up like 8 seconds, 7 or 8 seconds to Nav as he slows down to try to get this done. But that might be just what he needs if he can eke this out. There's 3 laps left to go for him, I guess. Crossing the line, I don't even know. I'm not his race engineer. Grammon's catching him. Maybe Grammon will push him. Or not. Grammon's like, I'll take a lap back, thank you very much. And now you got to stay. He was going way too fast for you to be able to pick up any draft from him. He gone, son. He gone. Let's look at the inside of this truck. Do you know what I think they should do in the real world, folks? I really think that they need to make all car manufacturers make Android Auto and what is Apple's version of it, CarPlay or whatever. They need to make sure that they're all wireless in all cars now. No chance. No, not even an option to take it out of the car, because I think that's the biggest problem I see with people driving is, hooking it up to the car, doing all that. Wouldn't it be nice if you knew that everybody, as soon as they got in the car, their phone's just connected, started playing music, plays their text messages to them, and does all that stuff? You can almost be safe knowing that there's a bunch of people driving on the road that aren't staring down at their cell phones. I don't know. The more you know. All right, T-Spap. He's going to come across the line. He's going to have, this will be his penultimate lap then. So into, actually he might, it's going to be really close. He might have to do one more lap. He can afford to. Fry is coming across. This will be the last lap for Fry, sitting in 2nd place. I think he's got the fuel to make the distance. It's going to be really close. Oh my gosh, it's going to be really close. Nav is full set. Like he can full send this truck all the way around the track right now and get that podium spot. I don't know about the rest of the guys. We're 20 seconds away. It looks like Tuck is going to come home with 4th place. The leader is only just right behind him. So we're going to have to, we'll watch here from Tuck's point of view. We'll get to see 4th place come across the line. So there is 4th place. He might have to go one more time. He has to go one more time. And so does Teasbap. So Fry is going to get that 2nd place spot. Guaranteed. He just don't run out of gas. If he runs out of gas, he's in trouble. If you run out of gas, I'm going to slap him. Oh, no. Oh, okay. He slowed way down. He's doing 120 miles an hour. He's like, I just need to get there. Nav is closing fast. Look at him. He's closing so fast. He's closing so fast. But no. He does it. He does it. Fry comes across in 2nd. And Nav comes across in 3rd. Tuck is right ahead of the leader. So we'll get Tuck is going to come across, and he's going to finish in 4th. Teasbap will come across and finish sideways in 1st position. Holy crap, that was fun. Oh, Riser ran out of gas. He way back there. All right, so let's see. Teasbap can't even do a proper burnout. His car is just going to drive around. But there you go, folks. There is your race 1 and race 2 winner right there. Good times. Good times. Fry gets P2. Fry gets P2. And Nav gets P3. So close, you guys. So close. But Teasbap, he's the winner. He wins at Daytona 2 times in a row. It's got to be the wheels. Also, he's the only one in a Tundra. So now the race is over. If the drivers looked really close at how much torque the Tundra had, the difference in torque, I should say the difference in torque between the Tundra and the Raptor, it might help them understand why the difference in fuel and how low you can run the RPMs in the truck. I'm just saying. Everybody thought Raptor, race truck, Raptor. Everyone thinks of the Tundra as just like a daddy truck, you know. go to Lowe's and get some plywood and build a chicken coop or something. But the thing's got some balls. All right, so we're just waiting for Riser to come across. He's going to go across in 5th. If the time doesn't run out, he's got 25 seconds to do it. Yay! He slides through the infield. But anyway, there you go. Teasbap wins it again. That was a fun midweek madness. We're going to have to do that one again for sure. Next time, I just got to remember to label the room properly. So there you go. Teasbap once again. Fry this time with, why did Nav have a penalty? Did he, maybe he had a penalty going across the line? I don't know. But anyway, Teasbap, Fry, and Nav on the podium. Tuck and Riser had a much better race this time around. Tuck for sure. He got that little incident at the beginning of the last race. And he gets 4th place, so not bad, guys. What a good job. What a lot of fun. Okay, I'm going to save this replay. And then folks, once again, don't forget to check out my boy at HyPrix. You know, I don't know. I talk about him all the time because I love working with him. So if you need some graphics done for your business or your race team or whatever else, or you're doing broadcasting and you want some really cool graphics like we have, check him out. Also, World Cup's coming up. I don't have the next round poster, but this is where we were. We were at Interlagos this last weekend, and in 2 weeks we will be at Atabolis, and we will be racing in the Group 3 Hyundai Genesis. So that should be very interesting. And coming up in a few more Mondays is going to be the 2024 A-Truck Truck Series that's starting up in a couple weeks. In fact, I think this Monday they are going to be doing the duels at Daytona. We won't be broadcasting the duels, but the other racing is coming up, and we should have some fun doing that. So there's that. World Cup. So I see we talked about World Cup. We talked about this one. Perfect. So that's it, folks. That's it for me for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Go back and watch the race. Now do gentlemen's replay. Yeah, that's not happening. It is late for this announcer, and I have a wife that I have to keep happy. I will say those things and leave you with my love, and I leave you with all the wonderful blessings that you can have. And we'll see you guys next time. All right? Have a good one. Bye.